We've talked a lot over the last few weeks about kind of heightened uncertainty and the heightened uncertainty we're living and working through right now. Although I know you have a bit of a different take on that too. Also about how we're probably going to have to deal with even more uncertainty kind of going forward. Why don't we start there? Any comments on that to start?
Sure. I mean, what's interesting is that the first few weeks of this, I think, were jarring and unsettling for everybody, and consumers, individuals, business people, business owners, etc. And as unsettling and as upsetting as they were, the actual range of decisions that businesses could make was relatively narrow. Because if you think about it, we made the decision. I was in Florida. We made the decision on a Thursday, March 12th, that we were going to shut down the office. I thought, oh, geez, I'm getting ahead of the curve. And then by Monday, everybody essentially was doing the same thing. From that period on, for the last 6 weeks or so, it's been 7 weeks actually, businesses didn't really have the option of thinking about how much they could be open or what they could do. Generally speaking, unless you were an essential service, you had to be closed down. You had to have people working from home. And generally speaking, you had very little demand. And so it was a terrible place to be, but yet you actually didn't have a lot of decisions. Now, as we see that provinces and states and federal governments in both Canada and the US are talking about reopening, first of all, you have reopening happening at different speeds in different places. And so that's a problem for people who have different locations. But there's a little bit more wiggle room because you actually have the ability to open to some degree in some places. And you have to make the decision about how much you want to reopen. And that decision hinges on a lot of things, as you could imagine.